It's been 4 years since I originally made this video. I had to update this due to copyright, but I guess it's for the best. Shiki is a vampire anime from 2010, and I think it might have gone a bit under the radar recently. But then again, it wasn't always that popular. I remember first coming across this show on Funimation's site, but there wasn't any videos there and it seemed Funny was never gonna do anything with it. In 2012, Funimation finally released some episodes for streaming and dubbed it into English. Originally, this anime was released in a chipboard art box with 2 volumes. Currently, the series is available in a save edition case. The whole reason I watched this anime was by a request from the Anime Blaze back in late 2012. Those were the days I was able to do requests, but now, it's almost an impossibility. This anime will almost be 10 years old, and I believe it still holds up, and it will hold up for a long time. What makes Shiki special among other vampire anime is the moral ambiguity towards the end of the story, but before that happens, the pace is a bit slow. The entire series is 24 episodes long, a standard common for anime 2010s, but the build-up is worth the wait. Tragedy and a study of death and the undead is what makes this anime interesting. It provides multiple sides of the story given viewpoints of different characters who are both main and minor, protagonist and antagonist. Its focus isn't action nor is it trying to scare you. Its objective is to show murder and a lack of coexistence. It's a gruesome tale of the hunters becoming the hunted and vice versa. It shares themes similar to Naoki Urasawa's Monster, which can be summarized in the phrase, "Who is the real monster?" It also reminded me a lot of Devilman 1972 manga, specifically the Armageddon and the Demon Hunt portions of the story. This vampire anime challenges the viewers in morality, who is right or wrong, as all of the characters have some justification for what they're doing, but at the same time are guilty of various crimes. There's really no clear distinction of justice nor evil, and I suppose it's up to the viewer to make their own interpretation. Despite being a horror title, it's also a very colorful anime. More than likely you have seen images of this pink vampire somewhere on the internet. In the following review, you're going to experience a very younger version of myself, and at the time I had a completely different reviewing style. Basically, in the early days of YouTube, people used to make a story within the review as an ongoing plot in the life of the reviewer. It's basically what the Nostalgia Critic does, and it's something I don't like doing anymore. In this video, I was collaborating with Savage War Panda, who is now called Savage Swy Panda. You might cringe a bit, but you'll definitely see a lot of me on camera. There's also a part where some of the footage gets cut off, but I was basically praising the Funimation dub for releasing a lot of new talent at the time. So enough delay, here's the Shiki anime review. A vampire anime where human beings make a stand to defend themselves at the cost of their humanity. This review is brought to you by the Ozaki Family Clinic, where we take good care of our patients. With a steak! Chill out, bro, it's just science. Hello people, I'm the Anime Hero, and I review anime so you can enjoy it. And welcome to this Halloween anime special of...
Hero, it's not Halloween anymore, it's November.
Shut up! Halloween's always welcome any time of the year. Besides, just because it's a Halloween-themed review, that doesn't mean people won't watch it.
Oh, good point.
So anyways people, let's go to the review. There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the... shit, wrong script.
There once was a peaceful village in the countryside of Japan named Sotaba. It was in the summer when peace became extinguished in Sotaba, but nobody knew it yet. At least, not until a body was found. Quickly afterwards, more bodies were found, either ill or dead, causing worries across this little village. One day there would be a funeral, then the next day another funeral was held, then another on the next, then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the day after that. And soon an epidemic was born. Rumors were carried by the word of mouth and news spread all across Sotaba. Then one night, the villagers said hello to the new neighbors, the Kirishikis. The Kirishikis earned a fast reputation around the neighborhood, but an unusual reputation. Once again, the rumor spread like a plague, mentioning how the Kirishikis moved in at night to their newly made European-style mansion, and how their daughter has an allergic condition towards sunlight. Very odd the neighbors thought. But even stranger still are the unknown causes of death. For the death toll kept growing and growing and growing. Could a summer cold be the cause of this phenomenon? Or is it something more sinister? Perhaps a mosquito, fleas, ticks, or maybe a creature that goes bump in the night? Now that's just absurd, right?
Yuki. Hi, Yuki. And so then?
No! Stop it! Leave him alone!
I hope you enjoyed that. For now, we head into the characters. Okay, when watching this anime, you may notice that there's this constant habit of putting subtitles on everyone. This is helpful to remember names, but come on, not everybody's important. I guess it can also be seen as annoying for the constant update of dates and family members, but at the rate the text is going, there might as well be a subtitle for everything.
The main characters consist of Toshio Ozaki.
He's a doctor.
Next in line is Seishin Miori.
He's a priest.
Then we have Natsuno,
He's a middle schooler.
followed by Toru.
He's also a middle schooler.
We also have Kaoi and Akira Tanaka.
They're middle schoolers.
Then we have Megumi,
Who's also a middle schooler.
Ritsuko,
Oh, she's a nurse.
Tsunako,
Oh, she's a vampire.
Chizaru.
Whoa! That is one sexy vampire! Jeez. Why couldn't I get raped by that?
Don't know what that means? What should I do? Bleh.
The beginning of the series goes at a normal pace, with events slowly occurring around this village, providing for build-up for the appearance of the Shikis. Before the Shikis make an appearance, or at least a clear visual shot, the village is under the plague of death. With the funeral scenes, we see this impending doom and really tells the subject in a realistic manner, such as phobias, worries, and even speak a bit on how death works, or why it's needed in human life. Examples include being worried for your family, or even worse, facing the deaths of neighbors and loved ones. There's a certain cruelty to these deaths, but the anime really explain how death should be feared. It may not happen to you today or tomorrow, but one day it will happen.
I think death is equally terrible for everyone. Young people, old people, the good, the bad, it's always the same. It's rather fair in its treatment. There's no such thing as a particularly terrible death, and that's why it's frightening. Your behavior and age, your personality, your wealth, beauty, your personal beliefs, all the things that add up to make us who we are, they only matter while we are alive. Death makes every last one of them null and void, so any death is terrible.
Gantz, you know why I think people couldn't get to this anime earlier?
What?
The friggin' title and this art banner. I mean, how are we supposed to know this series dealt with vampires called Shikis? But what are Shikis exactly? Well, let's ask the doctor himself in science class with Toshio. Hello everyone, I'm your doctor for today, or your teacher, whatever. In this anime, the mythology of the vampire is slightly different, especially so in this village. There's a legend in Sotaba, speaking of corpses coming back to life, to extract blood from the living. These entities are known as corpse demons. In other parts of the world, these corpse demons are referred to being vampires. The process for a human to become a Shiki is by being bitten by a Shiki. Then the person shall die, may resurrect/rise from the grave after a few days. However, not everyone becomes a Shiki, for they remain dead. Interestingly, the origin of the Shiki seems to be a mystery that can only best explained by the common question of who came first, the chicken or the egg? In this case, for a person to become a Shiki, one must have been bitten by one. But then, if we were to trace back to the victims to when they were human, where did the very first Shiki originate from? Since there are no other methods of becoming a Shiki besides getting bitten. Okay, any comments or questions? Interesting hypothesis, Doc. Shut up! Did I say you can talk? Well, Doc, you gotta shut your trap before I science the fuck out of you. I need a smoke. As the series progresses, you learn more facts about the Shikis, such as their weaknesses and strengths, along with various Shikis who seem very unique, whether they're just for decoration or for moving the story. For example, we meet Willy frickin' Wonka of the frickin' Chocolate Factory. Yeah, I have no idea why it's in this anime. Also, you have this sexy woman here who makes it really difficult to take your eyes off her. But whatever you do, don't take your eyes off Tatsumi. And I'm not talking about his hair. Well, okay, yeah, his hair is kind of distracting, along with other people's, but trust me, this dude is anything but nice. I'm not lying, he's really evil. I mean, you know he's evil when you walk like this. Getting back to the earlier hairstyle remark, this show knows how to make a visual impression. Just about everyone has a unique look, from their simple faces to their hairstyles to their pointy chins or even fashion sense. However, while this anime looks good, there are some cases where the actual keyframes and movements of objects / characters aren't that great. Or at least the quality drops or increases when it wants to. Vampire boobies! But what's really good is how the art is presented for the lack of huge movement. The animation budget was well spent and utilized, with mainly the placement of colors and the sudden screen changes when the horror is about to go down. I have to say the artwork should be praised, seeing how the animation studio named Dom don't do much work to present themselves with. The only series I can say that made a household name for themselves is Le Portrait de Petit Cosette, and not much astounding animation of anything else. The music found in Shiki is damn scary perfect for Halloween.
Hero, it's not Halloween.
You shut the fuck up too! I hate Mondays. From episode 1, the music pulls you into the atmosphere, and there's never a scene where the music feels out of place. Well, except this one. I mean, what were the directors and the staff thinking this would pass off as creepy? I keep expecting to see somebody from Samurai Champloo and Afro Samurai playing a beat in the forest. As for the soundtrack, well, I already mentioned this in my review of Gantz. This dude here has worked on all of these anime soundtracks, and most tracks from Shiki feel more like the ones found in Hellgirl. So that's a plus if you like that series. I know I do. Okay, my favorite character of the show is Toshio. It also helps when the actor, David Wald, also plays Golgo 13. Yeah! He's pretty much the opposing force of the Shikis. And if you're not interested in him in the beginning of the series, once you see the scene, you will be interested. I guarantee it. And to all Kurama fans, here is a familiar voice. Seishin is pretty much the voice of reason, or mainly the one who tries to remain neutral in the gray zone. He is a priest after all, plus we get to see both the human's point of view and the Shiki's. Sunako, who pretty much provides the story behind the Shikis, along with a lot of conversations, with Seishun about humanity and a couple of other themes relating to survival and punishment. And of course, don't take your eyes off Tatsumi. He's evil. Now let's end the review with some of my personal thoughts on the series. I originally was requested this anime by the Anime Blaze, then I was told a bit more by Sasuke Dracon, but then I began to watch it, and then once I finished it, I had to say, wow! Now let me try that again. Wow! This is awesome! I need to buy this! You need to buy this! I can't stop talking about it! The part when he does... Then the part when he's like walking like a boss, then she does, holy shit! Holy shit! Then she gets her kid and she's like, what the fuck? Then the scene in the sewers... The suspense is killing me. Then it's like, yes, yes, no, no, no. And then there's the happy part. Then it gets scary again. What the fuck? And then, oh my god. Getting back on topic, you have to watch this, and more than likely, you have to buy it. If it weren't for the fact that it's pretty pricey. However, the reason why you should buy it is how the tide turns in this series. The line between black and white gets lost in the color gray. People start to show their ugly side once they begin attacking the Shiki, and I don't want to spoil too much for it gets dark and really fucked up. The morality really goes out the window. There's a thin line between madness and sanity, and they're hopping back and forth with it. Basically, the deeper you get into the show, the more you see the justifications of their actions, but at the same time, the humans are getting demonized to the point where you can question, who's the real monster. This is a good tale where justice becomes murder. While both sides try to survive, excessive actions are done which cannot justify what they do. There's just no way this should be acceptable in any society, and better proof are the bonus episodes. Yes, the anime has bonus episodes which I found on the DVD/Blu-rays. These episodes are labeled as 20.5 and 21.5, which are necessary to watch for the content is freaking good. The bonus episodes are side stories of some of the minor characters, but freaking good! Hot dogs. I mean, this episode nearly made me cry. It almost did. Very close. This is so sad. Why? Why do you have to do this? This isn't right. This isn't right at all. Then the other episode with the mom. This is pretty fucked up. What the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously? What the hell is she doing? These episodes were so good that I wanted more side stories. But see you next time, everybody, and have a happy Halloween.
Hero, it's not Halloween.
Shut up!